something behind me. Hang on, hang on.
I can't even see it. I already went live. All right, everyone. This is the
I don't
Unbound.
have a nice comfy office like you.
I don't either. I That's just background. I moved into a new place. All right, we are Unbound Soul with myself and Raquel. She's been on vacation for a couple of weeks, a much deserved vacation. So today we're gonna talk about who we talking about? Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And just people who are just being
yeah,
um unalived.
yeah. It's getting crazy. It's getting where. Okay, first before we get into that, how was the vacation?
It was good. It was most days were relaxing, but then I had an issue where the judge denied me uh, an extension for me to respond to opposing counsel, and I literally was on vacation, and I spent like 2 days, 2 sleepless nights, just
Yeah,
typing away, and then having to coordinate with someone here to deliver, to mail, to do this, to do that. It
right.
was um, it was a lot, but at least I got like a good 5 days of
Uh,
just being able to hang out at the beach.
Good, good. At least you got a vacation. I haven't taken one all year. I'm going to take one.
Yeah,
Um,
you should.
I might be headed to Costa Rica early part of next year. I just joined this yoga group. Was
Oh.
recommended me to do yoga with by Karina. You know, I mean, and I found someone connected me with this yoga group, which was literally walking distance from my first where I just moved from. Like there's a Hindu temple there, but next to it was a yoga studio. Nice. They had peacocks running around. It was like when you go into the property, it's like
Oh.
you left North Carolina. Like it really was nice. So
Oh wow.
joining that, and I lasted the hour. I didn't think I would, but I did. And right now I'm starting. It was 2 days ago when I went. Tuesday actually was. When did I go? Was it Monday? It was one of those days. Yeah, it was Monday actually. And I'm thinking today is Thursday for some reason. And I thought I would feel sore. I'm not that sore. So I do have to work on my flexibility, but I felt really good. It was a really good session. So, but they got a trip going to Costa Rica for like 8 days.
Oh.
So, and the food's included, and there'll be, of course, yoga and all of that is part of the thing. But I looked at it, some remote place in Costa Rica. I am definitely going to start saving up for that. Going. It's a $500 deposit, so I'm going to put it down. Put my 500 in. So,
Hey, we had the portal yesterday,
yeah,
and the portal's still active. So if you put that
yes,
down,
yeah,
but you
yeah.
have to put it down by tomorrow. You gotta put it down by
Okay, I got to
tomorrow.
put it by that now. Okay, all right, all right, all right. So before we get into the topic of everybody, I told you about the new site, School, SKOOL. I sent out the emails to all of the premium members. So when you get in there, you should have had access to a whole bunch of videos. Did you have access to everything for the most part?
For most videos, but there's some things I wanted to ask about, but we can
Okay.
clarify that.
All right. All right. We'll talk about that. Um, so that's up and running. I'm still throwing videos up in there. I got a lot of content to put in there. But I got the bulk of what I teach in there, the IRS, the what it is, the passport, the older videos. I don't know if you were listening yesterday. I'm going to be doing a new passport process.
Okay.
Because dealing with our indigenous heritage. So I'll be going into that. But so let's talk about this unaliving of Charlie
Charlie
Kirk.
Kirk.
I
And not
saw
even
the
just Charlie
videos.
Kirk, but
Huh?
yeah. I said not even just Charlie Kirk, but what happened today, I was just like, we have to discuss. But yeah, that was
Where
so
was
you
this?
saw the video.
I didn't see the video.
This
I heard people talking about it.
oh, oh, it's gruesome.
Really?
Um I mean, it was a clean shot, but it was like 1 second he's here and the next second he's like literally you it went right into his neck and that was it.
Oh, they
He, yeah,
this is potentially civil war. But
right.
just as you know, but go ahead, finish.
So yeah, no, he was speaking I believe at a college campus in Utah.
Okay.
Um he was doing a tour and I didn't agree with a lot of what he
Oh
had to
yeah, it
say.
was
I really didn't.
but who do you agree with, right? You'd be disagreeing with me. So but we get
Yeah,
along.
but well, I agree with you more than I disagree with you.
Right. Yeah, I know. I'm
But
messing with you. I'm just playing.
um, but um, one thing that he was very clear on was that everyone really needs to learn and study the Constitution,
Right.
which I appreciated. He actually did something to simplify it for people to understand. It was for children, and then this was like a while back that I saw. He took it to a campus, and like the students were just kind of like, why would you bring something for children for us? And he's like, okay, well, just tell me like what you know about the Constitution. Or I think he asked for an amendment and the person couldn't answer, and he was like, this is exactly why I brought it, because we got to make it so simple for you to grasp it, and
Right.
then we keep on going.
Right. Right. I
And
agree.
I agree with that.
We need
I
to
agree with
know.
that.
Right.
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 And so, he would go around to college campuses and he was like, prove me wrong. Actually, that was a tour. That was a tour. Prove me wrong. So he would ask students, he would ask people, to prove him wrong. Now,
Right.
he was a great debater. He was very articulate. He knew what to say, like, or he knew how to frame what he was saying as if it was an absolute truth, which is, what a lot of people do.
Mhm.
And he didn't address the whole context. It was very from a limited frame that favored a specific group of people who are specifically, from the Caucasus Mountains.
Yeah.
um, but he at least welcomed opposing narratives.
Right.
And when he spoke to you, he could be demeaning, but he wasn't like he wasn't insulting, like
Right.
so
Yeah, I
overtly
watched a few
consult,
of his debates. Yeah, I watched
right.
it. I think my daughter was watching him debate. They had this thing where he was debating. People would come up for a few minutes and talk about it.
Hmm.
Like I think that was him. I'm not. Uh,
Yeah, like
she was watching
he
that. Yeah.
doesn't agree. Yeah, he doesn't agree with what's happening
Hmm.
with children, and basically, I would say force feeding them transgender ideology,
Hang on. I
right?
think I have you on the screen.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I look little.
Yeah.
Um, and so, he was like, okay, well, explain to me what a woman is. Like, he would ask students to explain to me what a
Yeah.
woman is, and
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
one really
They
could.
couldn't understand. Well, the ones
Right.
he was asking was trying to give some spin, some different definitions. So of course they couldn't answer it because in order to answer it, it would prove him right, right? If they answered it correctly, like they should have been answering it. But yeah,
Hmm. So, I mean, so yeah, I agree with. I can't say I agree with his whole stance on that, but there was some agreement there, right? So
right,
but everyone was, to the left was like, he's terrible, he's terrible, he's terrible, and it's just like, can we just hear him out and see what makes sense?
Right.
rather than just like, oh, everything is terrible,
Hmm.
you
Right.
know. Um,
Well, we living in that
and
time that if
so,
you don't agree with somebody, you're evil. You're an evil person
right,
because you don't agree with what someone thinks. But
right.
that's the
Ah,
we're living in.
so I forgot. We always have to start with the Bible verse, right?
Right. Go ahead.
So this is the Bible verse, James 1:19. My dear
Mhm.
brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen,
Mhm.
slow to speak, and slow to become angry.
Mm. Right.
And we are very quick to become angry
Yeah.
when
I'm
someone does not
guilty of
agree
that.
with us.
I've been guilty of that.
Me too. We all have, but we're not shooting people because of it.
Right. Right.
We'll be angry with them for a few days, maybe a few weeks, maybe a few months, but
We
we
come
can
around.
come back.
We come around
Yeah,
and realize that
yeah,
it's not that serious.
right,
To not like someone because you don't agree. Yeah.
right. And the thing is that become to the it's gotten to the point where it's so divisive that
Hmm.
we don't care if they're hurt.
Yeah. I
We
like.
don't care if they're unalived. And I believe this is the situation with Charlie Kirk.
Right. My
I mean, there's a lot of speculation.
my thing is this. With his point of views, the ones I know of, who would want to assassinate him?
So they're framing it as a liberal shot him so far. That's
Mm,
what that's happened in the last few hours.
mm-mm. I don't think so.
Okay.
I
I
think
don't think so either.
it's a psyop. It's a setup to
I think so
trigger
too.
some things. Yeah. You
I
got to think of
For
the
me it's like
timing.
a
Look at the timing. Just look at the timing. But go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
The timing
To
is.
me it's like the Kennedy
Mm-hmm. The, the,
unaliving.
the,
I think it's the same group of me personally. I think it's the same group of people.
the timing is this.
Hmm.
You got Trump who sent National Guards to these major cities, and Chicago is next, right? I think they're there or they're heading there uh,
Hmm.
to regulate the crime. And a lot of and DC had a big
Which
protest today,
crime?
something. Well, they to regulate in certain neighborhoods, particular neighborhoods, they're focused
Exactly.
on that. Um, and he's going to different places, and I don't know if he was. I'm sure this guy he supported that too. I'm sure he supported that
Probably.
based on his. I don't know that for a fact, but the way he talks, I would say he did.
Hmm.
Um, and now you do this, something major is coming. This is a distraction to look. Oh, look what they did to him, and then get everyone fighting amongst themselves
Hmm.
while things are happening in the background.
Right. And not only that. So let's look at the last few days. Have you seen or heard of the woman that was unalived on the train in North Carolina?
On a train in North Carolina, we don't have trains here.
Or a
Unless it's
trolley or something like that.
unless
It
it
was
is a
public
trolley.
transportation.
We don't.
Yeah.
There are no trolleys in where we're at. Like,
Okay, so it was public transportation. Maybe it was a bus. I can't remember that specific
oh,
detail,
you
but it
know
was
what
definitely public
they do. I'm
transportation.
sorry, in Charlotte they got little above ground trains that go like in the college areas. Yeah, they do. Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm in
The
the
burbs.
Chapel Hill area where we. I'm like, where are you talking about? I'm thinking limited. Yeah, up in Charlotte they do have above ground trains. Yeah.
Right. So you haven't heard about the girl that was unalived, or the
No,
young
I
woman that
haven't. I
was
haven't
young
heard it.
unalived?
It's first I'm hearing it.
Oh
I've been in the
wow, you got to
lab
look
all
that
week.
up.
I've been in the lab, like,
Okay. All right. So this woman was unalived. She goes on the trolley, or it's some sort of public transportation. She gets off of work. She worked at a pizza parlor. She is a Ukrainian refugee.
Oh wow. Okay. Here we go.
And she sits down, and there was a man behind her who was considered African American,
Mm-hmm.
who had been released multiple times, even though he had committed violent crimes,
Mm-hmm.
and stabbed her in the neck. So look,
This
Charlie Kirk
this
gets
randomly.
shot in the
This is
neck,
supposed to be randomly.
supposedly random.
Okay.
And then she got stabbed on this side, which is the right side.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie, so it may look a little different on the screen. Charlie Kirk gets shot more towards the left side. So I found it
Mm-hmm.
interesting that these two people, several days apart, are unalived at the neck on opposite sides.
When did this happen to the lady?
I don't know. It was several days ago. Like if you look up Ukrainian refugee stabbed, I'm sure it's gonna pop up.
All right. I'll look it up now. But go ahead.
So on posts, I follow people from different
It popped right
perspectives
up
just to
too.
see what's being said. Yeah. And I
Yeah, it
don't
was in
think
Charlotte.
that's
It
a
was in
mistake.
Charlotte.
Yeah. I don't think that was a mistake. That it's just
It
popping up,
happened about a
right?
day ago,
Was it 2 days ago, maybe?
day or two ago, because right now
Mhm.
AP News is saying Charlotte leaders criticized over killing of Ukrainian woman as Trump MAGA target, another dim city. So okay, this is looking suspect.
Yes.
Here's a video of it.
Yes.
Should I show it?
It's gruesome. It's gruesome.
The one of
It's
the woman?
gruesome. Hmm.
Our hearts go
Or
out
the
to Arena's family.
that's just them talking about it. They're not actually showing
Yeah.
the
I mean, she was stabbed. Like he gets up and
so
he stabs her, and no one's there to help her. But I think everyone's being criticized for not being there to help her. But it's like everyone's in shock, and things happen so fast.
it's crazy. That's just
It's
that's so
crazy.
random. They just a simple, not simple.
It's not random. They make it seem like
Well,
it's random. It's
it's
not.
making it seem random, like someone just, oh, I'm just gonna stab this woman today, and oh well.
Yeah. So now you have
Think they're trying to start a race
people,
war?
race war, political war, all of it. So
Oh,
you have I follow again. I follow multiple accounts,
mm-hmm.
different perspectives and narratives, and
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing the division of race with this specifically. Oh, it was a judge that let him off easy. He should have gone to prison or for the previous crimes. They let him off because he was black, and he stabbed the woman because she was white, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
like maybe not, but it's already about
Out there,
race
it's out there, it's out there.
rather than someone who.
And they've been doing this black fatigue thing. They've been building up towards this black fatigue and the ratchet behavior type stuff. This might turn into something pretty significant in the coming weeks.
Oh yes, and then you have, then Charlie Kirk
Right.
gets is unalived by supposedly by a liberal.
Mm-hmm.
So you have this city that's run by Dems, supposedly, right? Charlotte's run by
Yeah,
Democrats,
it's a
and then
Democrat.
you have a liberal that apparently unalived Charlie Kirk.
So in
So
order for them to know it's a liberal, they caught the guy. They
that's what
say they
they
know who
say.
they
They've caught
have
the
to know
guy.
who did it.
They don't even know. They're saying Cash Patel is saying that they caught the suspect. How how are you going to catch this person? And the person that supposedly may have done it, you have to be a sharpshooter.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be a
Where
sharpshooter
like
to.
what was the distance and where was he?
I
He
think it
didn't
was like
have
200
like
feet.
bodyguards and stuff like that. Well, he's
He
not
did.
black, so.
So again, I read the comments. in a lot of posts, and one comment said his bodyguard gave a signal, like it's okay.
Gave a signal to
That's
the
what gave me like the JFK vibes. That's what
like
gave me JFK
he
vibes.
was set up as basically by his
Yeah.
own inside job.
Hmm.
Wow.
So you have this Ukrainian woman that was stabbed by a black person in a democratic city, and you
So
have allegedly a liberal that shoots
what
Charlie Kirk. Then you
what
have
side
this.
was it he got shot on?
He got shot on the, from what I could see from the footage, was the left side.
The left side. Wasn't that the same
More
side?
so, it's more like here and to the left.
Wasn't that the same angle that Trump was shot at from?
I think he was shot at in the right ear.
It was a right hand. You
I
look at
think so.
TV, the right becomes the left and it reverses. Um,
Hmm.
let's see.
Right.
Um, let's see. What angle was it? Upper right. The right.
Oh, is his upper right?
The right ear, like it
Okay.
shot. It struck. It actually.
Yeah, yeah. That's Trump, the
Yeah.
upper right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
This
then
guy was in the left.
Charlie Kirk, I believe it was left.
Okay. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, my condolences to his wife and his children. Like no one should be unalive this way. And um, yeah.
On the positive the Utah in Utah. Um, so let's see how this plays out. Like, um, they're not really saying which angle. It was an angle, but not saying right or left. Not. I
I
saw
think
like
Candace Owens might have a good breakdown.
yeah
She's been pretty good on a lot of stuff.
yeah
Um, so again, going back to that Bible verse, everyone is so quick to get angry, and instead of saying, wait, something's not right here, they're cooking something up to make us more.
yeah. I mean,
Uh,
these things have been going on for a long time. It's just heating up. You got it. When
right.
you're heading towards there's some big things coming far as it come, and I can tell you that because I have a trucking company, so I can tell you we are not moving freight like we were 3 years ago. It's ridiculous the rates and what's moving. There's nothing. We're moving stuff, but some construction stuff, but the rate of freight moving around the country is down significantly. So that's another reason why prices are high. Of course, they're trying to say because of tariffs, things are slow coming in. Like last year, this time we were moving like there's furniture stores, like warehouses here in North Carolina that ship all
Hmm.
over. So I had a direct connect with moving furniture to Florida. That went down to zero. Like the guy, he would call me first. Hey, I got these loads. You, I'll, you want them? He'll call me before he post them on the board. Then, drinks. We would move different drinks and to different places. That's hardly happening. So, and the rates are like half of what they were last year, with the gas prices being about the same. So that tells me when you see the supply chain slowing down like that, there's something going on. There's something being prepared for. And guess what? I don't know about you, but on my feed, I keep getting these advertisements for solar powered generators.
Oh,
Every
I've been getting that for a while.
like I saw them before, but this week, it's been every other ad is a different company's trying to sell me that. Maybe because was I talking about getting one one of those things? Maybe that's what it is. I might have mentioned it a few days ago. I need to get one. And then next, I'm seeing them all over the place. Maybe that's it. But so, what do you think we should be preparing for? What should we do now?
I just hope people don't panic.
Well, that's a given. If stuff jump off, somebody's panicking. You just don't want to be in the middle of it. If something jump off,
I mean, I don't want to be in the middle of it, but
yeah, you
I
just
would
don't want to
hope.
be in just got to be careful where I would say now is not the time to be in big crowds. Now is
No,
like,
I've avoided big
yeah,
crowds.
now is not the time to be in any event where there's a large crowds.
Right. And tomorrow is September 11th.
Yes, isn't that
So we have to
that's
be
not a
mindful of that.
coincidence.
Not a coincidence.
And then
It's
we
not a
have
coincidence. So I
the
think
portal
I think this
opening.
woman,
We had the blood
yeah,
moon,
we had the blood moon. So I think that was the same night that the woman was unalived. I think it was Sunday.
most likely because Sunday was the blood moon, right? Yeah.
Right. So we have that. Then we have the portal yesterday, the 999 portal.
Hmm.
And then we have this today.
This is a 9 year. That means everything's being sifted out.
Hmm.
The conclusions, new beginnings. This is
Hmm.
what's everything's being exposed.
Hmm.
So that's not a good coincidence. September 10th. Let's
Mm-mm.
see what happens
Mm-mm.
tomorrow. Tomorrow's September 11th.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to be out working tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
so they take a
It's
day
yeah, so
in New York
they're
because
what?
September 11th. That's like a holiday in New York.
No, I don't work outside of the home usually on that day.
Oh,
It's
okay.
occasionally I do, but generally I don't. So yeah, there's so many things. And it's not just him. It's just so many other people who journalists. So I am wearing this for a reason because
Right,
number one, First Amendment,
right.
uh, and he had his freedom of speech. Charlie Kirk,
Yeah, he
and
didn't
also
deserve to be
all the
taken out
journalists,
because of his opinions.
right? But then that's what's happening to journalists in Gaza.
Right. Dude, that's happening.
So
I mean,
oh, and
that's
and not just that.
everywhere.
Wait, hang
Seems
on,
like
hang on. Not just that. Have you heard of the Freedom Flotilla?
no.
That's that their goal is to break the siege in Gaza. They're bringing aid. It's humanitarian aid. It's peaceful activists,
Mm-hmm.
right, from all around the globe. So far, unless there's been a third, but two of their boats, a drone has dropped something to cause damage.
Really.
Two, two of their boats.
So this peaceful humanitarian mission to help feed
Uh-huh.
people is being
Yeah.
sabotaged. Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
All the same week.
Mm-hmm.
All the same week. Last few days.
Well, still got September 11th. Let's see how it play out.
So
See,
it's just a lot. Like the energies are intense,
it is.
um, very chaotic. We still need to manifest, especially since the portal closes tomorrow for 999.
Yeah. Now, what's the significance of the 999 portal?
It's again, like you said, the ending. So it's to end certain cycles and begin new cycles,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Okay.
So then next year it's supposed to, year of one where it's
Mm-hmm.
all new.
Right.
So this is demanding the end of certain things, basically.
Right.
This portal. Um, but there's more portals this month. Uh, I know to some people it may sound crazy, but just YouTube portals in September, and just see if it resonates with you. And if it doesn't, oh well. You know, if it
They don't
does, then
believe it.
you're gonna learn a lot. Huh?
They don't have to believe it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
people have their different belief system.
Right.
All
Right.
right.
But I'm not gonna attack them because of it. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Right.
You know. Yeah. So it's just so chaotic, and we
You're
really
just
do
coming
need
back.
to.
First show back, all kind of craziness is going down. You want to go back to Greece?
Yeah.
Get out of here?
Uh, I just want peace everywhere. Like honestly, I don't know of any place is safe.
Yeah. You don't know. You don't know. You get over. You think you're gonna getting away from something, and they got problems going on. I think
Hmm.
unfortunately, I think this is gonna be a worldwide situation. Whatever comes
Hmm.
knocking, it's gonna be worldwide.
Hmm.
So nowhere is gonna be safe.
You know what? I don't want to say nowhere is going to be safe.
Hmm.
We have to be safe just in ourselves.
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um, and again, it's we can't be quick to anger, which for me is, you know, don't be quick to be living in fear and panic and anxiety because that just that doesn't make anything better.
right, right.
You
Actually, I
just,
think
you just
this
end up
time,
attacking.
this around now, is very. You gotta be careful about your emotions because whatever you
Mm,
project is going to be amplified
yeah.
because of this time of the year. What's going on with the portals? The energy is just ripe for uh, anything, any type of negative emotion is just going to be amplified because a lot of people in a negative state of mind.
Hmm. But also, anything that's positive can be amplified.
Yes, it can be, but
Hmm.
unfortunately, we got a majority of the world living in a negative state. So you got to be careful your associations, what you're doing. I watched per firsthand someone just talking about a negative situation and then they ended up living it out. Like
Hmm.
I watched it.
It was manifested.
It was I watched it. I was like, well, this is what you were talking about. Now you get what you asked for. You got to be careful. You
Hmm.
think negative about someone, something, or a situation, you will see it. And I think
Yeah.
now this, like, it seemed like things took time to show up. Now it's just like it's just showing up. And the days seem like they're just going by like in blur. Wake up, now it's
Hmm.
night. I was sitting
Hmm.
there working all day. Next, it was afternoon, 1 o'clock, and then started working again. It was 5 o'clock. You're like, man, what
Hmm.
happened to the day? And
I thought
then
it
I
was
started
just
feeling
me.
like I didn't do anything. Like I did some stuff, but I didn't feel like I felt like I just don't have enough time to get stuff done. I woke up,
Hmm.
energized, did some stuff, and then wow, it's 11 o'clock already. Look down, it's 1 o'clock. Then it was 5 o'clock. I was like, then six. I was like, these days are going by extremely fast.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I'm trying to, well, not trying. I'm getting up and being deliberate about the things I do. Get up, meditate, then I read for 20 minutes, then I get to work, doing things, different things I need to do. Now, I know you have a routine every morning. You have your meditations.
Yes.
So how's
I
that
read my
going? Is this
prayers.
vacation?
Yeah. Yeah, just getting back to like routine. Trying to stick with the routine while away is not easy.
No.
Um, but I would make sure I did my prayers and my meditation in the
Mhm.
morning. Um, and it was nice to actually be able to sit on a balcony instead of being stuck in an apartment when I'm doing that. But yeah, coming back, I needed to make sure that I was grounded, especially with everything that's happening. So I do my meditation. I read my prayers. I read Psalms 23, 27, 91. Um, and I do my lymphatic drainage
Well, how do you do that? What is
on
that?
the health circulator. I do my lymphatic drainage in the
Yeah.
evening with my
Right.
brushing, and then in the morning with the health circulator where I'm jumping.
Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, I haven't heard of, so I gotta do that more regularly. I don't I don't I do it I did it this week pretty regular, but then I get off track and I don't do it.
No, I do it right in the morning before I do anything else, and that helps me ground. Get ground at the beginning of the day.
Hmm.
And I think everyone needs to find something that helps them ground, just generally. But
Hmm.
now it's like you have to stick to it. You have to stick to something that helps you ground, because they're going to keep on doing more and more and more
Hmm.
to make us live in fear,
Right. I agree.
right? And argue. It's just it's crazy how many people are literally arguing over all of this, all of it.
Hmm.
What happened with the Ukrainian woman, what happened with Charlie Kirk. You have people who are just like, how dare you start questioning things? He was just unalived and he has a family. And it's just like, why can't we question things? Why can't we still express our condolences and question things?
Right. Well, the powers that be took the lead on that when COVID hit or the C word hit. When people had their opinions opposing it, they were taking that stuff down. And then it
Hmm.
was people that even was okay with that, regular folks.
Yes,
So
actually, keep on going.
so that what do you call the word I'm trying to find for that? So that attitude is passed down to now, okay, because I actually had a discussion with someone when it was happening and they were taking videos down and things like that. I spoke to someone and it was like, yeah, they shouldn't be talking about it. It should be taken down. But I was like, but that's a site where people share their opinions. If it's not factual, it'll be proven that way. People should be able to
Hmm.
say what they like or don't like freely without, well, it's hurting the health and the public, and we know is reversed now.
Hmm.
The whole promotion of that was hurting.
Hmm.
Um, but also those narratives are pushed so that people can have those perspectives and self police themselves into giving up their rights.
Hmm.
So
So
yeah,
yeah, someone else that I follow on Instagram. Like,
mm,
again, I listen to a lot of different narratives just
yeah,
to see different perspectives. He posed a question. He said, "What if having these moments captured on video and then we attack people is a soft social credit system
mhm,
that slowly ushers, I can't even speak today, ushers us in to what China is doing."
mhm,
And he used the example of the woman who um, went to a father and said, "You took my ball." And like the father caught the ball and gave it to his son. It was
mhm.
at a baseball game. And then at the US Open,
Oh yeah,
there was
you talking
a
about the woman
CEO.
and try to get the ball, took the ball away,
Yes.
gave the ball to the woman, and then that turned into a big viral thing.
Well, no, not that it didn't, the ball was hit, I think, in her direction.
Hmm.
And the dad was there, and he caught it, or like, to me, when I look at the footage, I'm just like, it's a little shady.
You
Like
talking about
it
the
could have
guy
gone
ran
either
over
way.
the kids? He was all the way on. You talking about the one where he gave it
Right.
to the little boy? The woman complained. He gave it to her. Then they gave. That's the this recent
Yes.
incident. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. 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 That. So people are
It
calling
did
for
look a
her to
little
get
shady. It looked like he
fired.
might have snatched it. Like she might have had it. Because you don't know. You can't see that angle because it was on the ground.
That's what I'm saying. That's it's kind of like
Right.
shady because it's
Because he
like
ran
what
from
really
over there. The
happened.
ball was over there where they were. And she, it
Right.
looked like she was reaching for it and he got there, got it first, and gave it to the son. And,
Right.
um,
And she was the one that was being demonized. People were
right.
calling for her to get like fired from her job. It's
Yeah,
like,
they
really?
went in on her. They went in. I don't think they're getting fired for that. I think it's crazy.
But
They
that's just
all painted it the little boy. You took because it was his birthday. And they oh you she should have gave it to the little boy because it did when I looked at it I was like that looks a little like he snatched it from them. But you don't
mhm.
know he might not have. I just you can't see. But I know they were down there, and he came and grabbed it and walked away. You know,
Right. And he wasn't even sitting in that area.
no, he wasn't.
But she was the one that was being vilified,
Yeah,
and people were just so nasty online. Now
mm.
and then with the CEO in the US Open who took, now that was more obvious how he took the I think, was it the tennis racket? No, it was a ball. I don't know. He took something from the kid. No, the hat. The hat. He took the kid's hat.
Yeah,
The person who won the match was giving him the hat, and somehow the man like took it and then put it
took
in
it
his
away
wife's
from.
purse. Now that was more like
Oh,
like obvious
that
that
was
he did that.
yeah, that was obvious.
But like, I get, yes, people should be admonished for wrongdoing,
Right.
but to say you should lose your job
I don't think she should lose a
for
job.
something like that.
No.
Like she wasn't doing anything where
It's
she
not
was
a. She
lying,
didn't do anything
you know?
illegal. She just fussed at him. He gave her the ball, and they walked away from it.
Right.
So I would like to hear what she has to say, like what happened, because I'm thinking the ball was in her hand and it got snatched out. That's the only
Yeah.
logical thing I can come up with why she would just run up to him and just beef with him about it. If it wasn't in her hand, then that's another story. But I would really like to hear that side of the story. Why did
Right.
she react that way?
Right.
But they came and
Right.
they made up for it. They gave the kid some goodies. But
Yeah.
the country, we're so quick to throw stones at people for whatever they do. You know, people will love you
Yeah.
1 minute and then one wrongdoing that everybody, and it's like contagious. One person disagrees and everybody. There's people out there just disagreeing just to disagree because other people
Hmm.
disagree or didn't like what happened. Because I'm like you,
Hmm.
when I looked at it, I was like, okay, I was thinking reasonable. Like she's not beefing for no reason. She's over there because she felt like she should have had that ball. And
Hmm.
I believe it might have been in someone's hand and he took it out of their hand. You know,
Maybe. Maybe.
that's possible.
Right. It's
That's
just
that would unless she's just that type of person. Just they made her out to be that type of person, but I'm thinking maybe not. It's we just gotta hear all sides of the story before you form an opinion.
again, be you have to listen. It goes
Yeah,
again with the Bible verse.
I don't think she,
Everyone should be quick to listen,
right. They made
slow
all
to
kind of
speak,
AI
and slow to
generated
become
videos
angry.
about her. She's just I know she's. Do they even know who she is?
I think so. Well, with the internet now, everything going viral, it's
I
easy to
know
find people.
the worst for her right now. I feel for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it
And
deserves
again,
all
it's just
that.
with, yeah, it's yeah. I know she's not gonna, she has to stay home for a while. But again, it's everyone should just slow down. Slow down. instead of attack. Everyone gets angry so fast and they attack, and it leads to loss of life
Mm-hmm.
in unfortunately many
Mentally,
cases,
she
as
can
we've
get depressed.
seen.
You can do something to it. Some people can't handle that type of criticism. Um, that's the dark side of social media. That's the dark
Hmm.
side because they've already made like AI videos of her. It's all over the place. I'm like, gosh, you don't deserve that. But when you're making these types of videos, you gotta think. This person has a family. There's people that she's connected to that's gonna be
But
affected
people
by
aren't
that too.
right. But that's just it, is that no one,
They don't care.
no one cares anymore. Like it's like, oh, you know what? I don't like you. Like you said, I don't like you, and then that's it. I
Right.
want to punish you. I want to punish you.
Right. Like everybody's perfect. Oh, like the incident you said on the train. I didn't see what happened. I'm sure people just watched this thing go down. No one, tried to stop this man or even attempted. Did he get away? What happened? Did he?
I mean, he eventually got arrested, but she bled out because it was really severe.
Right.
It hit either the jugular vein or the carotid artery. I mean, she just bled out. And people are saying, oh, well, no one ran to her aid.
Mm.
Well, there's so much happening in one moment. It's like, am I safe? Is someone else going to
Right.
attack me?
Yeah.
Like,
That's you
what
got
do
to
I do?
knife. You're gonna, you putting yourself in harm's way,
Right.
and not
So,
everybody's quick to diffuse the
yeah,
situation.
and the
Everybody,
bystanders are being attacked.
right. Well, what were they supposed to do? The guy had a weapon. Like, um, I mean, if I'm sitting there and the guy's got a knife and I don't have anything to protect myself, what do I do? Get in there and get stabbed too?
Hmm.
That's that's I think that's a bit asking too much of people. I get on the phone and call somebody. Hey, this is what's going on. Describe the situation. And if he leaves the scene, you render aid. Try to render aid. After he's cleared the area, got away. He's not considered a threat. So
Right. But again, these people are being attacked. So everyone, if people aren't doing what you want them to do, it's like, all right, I can attack you.
but he's
It,
saying people that's attacking him, attacking these people, they wouldn't have done anything either.
yeah, for sure,
They wouldn't have done anything.
for sure. But
They would
it's
have pulled out their phones, started recording. Yeah. That
right.
that's the thing.
So
Let's record it so I can make a viral video. It's the dark side of social media. They'll watch
like,
somebody
it's one
die.
thing if someone was recording and then someone was calling 911, because honestly, you want to have evidence. You want to record whatever you can to get evidence. But it's like everyone's doing it just so something goes viral,
Right. They trying to
rather
my
than
video
we
went
want to
viral.
get evidence.
Yeah. So so you're gonna stay home tomorrow. What are you gonna do? Just relax?
No, I have plenty to do
Party?
since I came back.
Huh?
I have plenty to do since I came back. I also had to start work, so I have to do a
Yeah.
lot of preparing for the
Prepare for
school
that.
year.
Yeah, I think that might be a good
And
idea to stay indoors. It just I'm not gonna watch. I'm gonna turn some news on, trying to keep kind of see what's going on. 'Cause tomorrow is
well,
some
you have to be careful with the news because
yeah,
they have curated narratives.
right. Oh well,
So honestly,
that's normal.
right.
That's what they do. Yeah,
Well, that's not what I want. So
yeah,
I social media does help me to stay more informed on a different perspective.
right. Yeah. I mean, I don't
So
have
that's what.
regular where I can turn on the news. I don't have regular channels like that.
Yeah,
I
neither do
guess
I.
my phone will alert me. But that's sad about
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk. That it's unfortunate. I know his family's going through a tough time, and it's just however it was happened, who initiated, why it was done, is just totally unnecessary. And why I believe
Well,
that
it was
is
necessary for
important, it
their
was a
agenda.
planned agenda because was he going to
Mhm.
be the next president or something? Were they worried about that?
No,
Uh,
I think honestly, I just think he was such an outspoken figure,
mhm.
and they needed someone in a limelight to trigger panic, to trigger outrage. Um, and there's a lot of outrage. I mean, I've
Mhm.
seen people say, "Oh, well, his stance on Gaza, I guess this is his karma," and I'm just like, really? No, I
Oh,
don't. Yeah, his stance on Gaza was terrible. It
yeah.
was disgraceful. It was inhumane. It was unchristian.
Hmm.
As Christian as he would say he was, it was absolutely unchristian.
Right.
But is it up to me to be like, yeah, that's your karma, good? No, then that
Can't.
would be
Yeah.
unchristian.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be, go against the Muslim faith. It would go against, you know,
Nobody. You just, no.
it just goes against anything that is, holy and spiritual. It just goes against all of that. Like, that's
Right.
not our place to judge.
So I take it he was in support of the whole Gaza, how Israel was handling the Gaza situation.
Uh, he was in favor. I don't know to what degree, but he was in favor of it. But at the beginning, he was saying something's not right.
Right.
There's no way that this was allowed to happen. This was
Mm,
not something that caught them off guard. Like he said it plainly.
right. Well, I think everything, most part, when you're watching these, it's all a stage. It's all a show. Nothing's
Yeah, and people are falling for it.
yeah.
And not only, and that's another thing that wasn't mentioned. So many things have happened. You didn't hear about the shooting in Jerusalem?
I think I vaguely heard about it, but I don't know the
Okay.
details.
So there was a shooting in Jerusalem. Supposedly five people were unalived, but they were all um, active or had served in the IDF. So it
Mm,
wasn't just civilians that were unalived, and 20 injured. And it was the same day that that country's prime minister was supposed to go before the court for corruption.
right. Okay.
So you have people again saying, "Oh, you see, this is why they're terrible. These people are terrible. This is why um, we have to get them out of here. We have,
Mm-hmm.
supporting the ethnic cleansing and the unaliving of a whole population. I don't want to say the G word.
Mm-hmm.
So it justifies that, but the 63,000 plus people that have been unalived, that that's okay. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then people saying, well, that's a I bet it was a false flag. Other people saying, no, it's because they're terrible people. I find it highly suspicious that that happened on the
Yeah.
day the prime minister was supposed
The
to go for it.
timing of everything is suspect to say the least.
Yeah. So everything, just this all happened in the last couple of days.
It's September, and this is we're supposed to be getting some serious storms coming through here. Um, they said we might have some storms that's going to be very major to hit us. Let's see, because this is that time of the year.
Hmm.
It's that time.
And now, yeah, and now it's just like if you don't live by the water, you felt like you were somewhat safe. But after what happened last year in North Carolina,
I don't believe that one bit because that what happened in North Carolina that was not near it. There's waters around there. They had rivers and stuff, but that
you
ain't
know,
anything. They were in the mountains.
no,
That was the mountains,
yeah,
and they flooded.
it doesn't. A hurricane does not strengthen over mountain.
Right, because the mountains
It
acts
needs
like
warm water.
yeah. Well, I
But you
drove
have people
through there.
debating that.
I drove there. I drove through there that week. When those storms hit, I had just come through those mountains from Ohio because I had picked up a truck from Ohio. And well, I didn't pick it up. I just went there to facilitate. One of the drivers brought it back, but I was driving through the mountains, and it was weird. Like it was just a lot of lightning, but no thunder.
Hmm.
Just a lot of lightning,
Mhm.
and my GPS took me off of the highway. It took me through the towns. Then I got back on, but it was just weird. I've been driven through there through storms, but this was it was quiet and just a lot of lightning. So you can
Mhm.
see the mountains lighting up all over. Because it's a part
Mhm.
on there where you kind of want to bridge, almost like, well, you're in the mountain and everything's to the right and left of you. And when it lights up at night, it's almost like watching a horror film because all you see the
Mhm.
light flash of the mountain, this big mountain to the left and right. And but yeah, it was. And then I got through, and then once I got home, I think it flooded. It flooded that same night, I believe. But I was driving around that area at that time.
Wow.
Yeah. But when all of the stuff hit the fan, I was home by that time.
Well,
But it was heating up.
great. I'm grateful that you made it home
Yeah.
before anything can happen.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's just all this stuff keeps on happening, but people want to
Yeah.
believe that
Just
it's
be
not related.
just be watchful and cautious. I'm staying out of crowded places because you don't know what's going on, what they're gonna set off. Because this area
Yeah,
here
I wouldn't even take the subway tomorrow.
is a big
I would
Democrat.
avoid the subway.
This is a big Democratic city here in this area. They were all
Hmm.
Kamala Harris and you know, what's his name, Biden here. They would. It was like a funeral when he when they lost. It was almost like somebody died here. They had they had the signs up and everybody had them in the yards. It was so
Hmm.
bad that one of the neighbors that I would see her walking her dog, older woman. She was like, "Who do you vote for?" Because at that time they were saying all the black men were voting for Trump. I said, "I ain't
Hmm.
vote for nobody. I don't, I don't, I don't care about the people. The people that they never go in there and do anything that I believe makes a difference in my life. So, and at the age of 55, what makes it different? They never do.
Yeah, I've had people attack me because I said, "Oh, people here were asking, to register to vote."
Yeah,
And they're like, "Can you come register to vote?" And I said, "Oh no, I don't vote." What? What? And I was like, "No, my act of voting is not to vote because I vote my conscience, and no one aligns with my conscience. So why would I
right.
vote for any of them?"
And then, see, that's another thing they demonize people for not voting.
Yeah.
And then the Constitution tell you that vote don't count. You go read the Constitution; it tells you who's actually voting for the president. It's the electors, electoral college. So, but like you said, no one reads it. No one knows that it says that. But
Hmm.
propaganda, what do they call it? Marketing. They market this to people. You're doing your civic duty, and they
Hmm.
give them little buttons. I voted, and they get their
Yeah.
little
I
huddles, and
fell
they
for
get
that. I
proud.
fell for that. Hmm.
You think about it. You think you stop and think, oh, I feel good because someone gave me a button that said I voted, and my life's still not getting any better. Things are not getting better. I was
Hmm.
watching actually, they were talking about New York City tolls. I actually sent it to you. That New York City makes $2.4 billion a year off tolls, just tolls. $2.4 billion, and they just added more tolls. Like you got a what is that congestion toll, whatever that.
Congestion. Hmm.
Yeah, and what are they doing with this money? Where's it going?
Buy
That's like
land,
$30 million
maybe.
a day, huh?
Huh? Buy land,
It's
take
crazy.
away from the people.
How you making 2.4 billion just off tolls, not counting the other crap, writing people tickets and stuff like that.
It's there is one of these guys, Santos something. Oh my god, I forgot his name. He said that all the toll roads are actually owned by
Private people.
just a few families. Yeah.
Yes, it's private because you can actually dispute those tickets. We'll talk about that another time. That's a whole nother topic. But I've seen people just write letters and dispute them. They won't make you pay them because they're like a third party per people who is collecting tolls. That's not the government.
Mm.
The government supports it, but it's a third party organization. That is not
Hmm.
any type of legislative branch doing this.
Isn't it kind of like the Federal Reserve? It's
It's
not the
exactly
government.
like that. It's
Yeah.
exactly like that. Exactly like that.
Hmm.
Yeah. But anyway. All right. Well, again, I'm sorry to hear about Charlie Kirk and the lady that
All these
got
people.
alive by
All these.
stabbing and anybody else. People, just be careful. That's all. Just keep your eyes open.
And again, be listen and slow to anger. Like
Yeah.
really, truly listen and stop attacking. It's not going to help anyone
No. Being
except the people that want to cause us harm.
and
The
being
same
right does
people,
what? Just because you're right, what kind of it's not paying bills to be right. You don't have to be right about everything. Sometimes you just don't want to be. You don't need to
I know.
be. All right. Well, that's the end of another show. We'll be back next week, 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm working on this school site because we can actually go live on there. There's a live
Oh,
function on that site. So
okay.
if I get everybody over in because this site is you get points for um communicating, you know, you know, chatting, putting content on there, just sharing. You get goals. So some of the videos that can't be seen is once you get to a level, you'll be able to see those videos.
Mm.
So, but you have to participate in the community, and that's what I'm looking for: people to participate, share thoughts, and we can build it up. So, those who are not members of my premium group have to pay to get in. It's $39.99. And I think for $39.99, they get all of those videos that they can watch. Um, so, all right. So you can go ahead and close us out.
All right. Well, everyone, now more than anything, we need peace and much, 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 much love. Paz y mucho, mucho amor.
All right. Peace, prosperity, and extreme wealth to everyone. Good night.
Night.